Good morning. Welcome to another episode of Dig Bits TV. Just doing a quick walk round on some mini excavator Flail-Mulchers this morning. Two of the popular models that we've got in our range. The T180, which is the smallest range that we do, 80 centimeters wide or 800 mil. And the T390, which is the series up from this one, and it's 900 wide. We'll just run through a few differences between them, why you might pick one over the other for machines that can use either or, and a few of the technical aspects on them. So the T180 is, as we say, it's 800 mil or 80 centimeters wide. We tend to stock all of ours, you can just about see under here, with the hammer type cutters. You can get those fitted with the lighter duty flail type cutters for lighter duty, but most people seem to want to be able to cut either light stuff or slightly heavier brush. You don't need a drain to tank on these, but you do need to make sure that you're running it where you've got the pressure and the tank is fully going back to tank, like on the breaker circuit, so it's not going through a two-way circuit. So make sure your machine's always running on breaker, otherwise you will pop the seals in the motor. We can do different size motors for these depending on what size diggers you fit them on, although most people just take the one. But there are a span of machines that you can use these on. There is a slightly shorter version, like 100 mil shorter, 70 mil one. It's barely any cheaper, but we can do that as a factory order. You might want to consider that if you were using a machine that's working a lot at reach or it's on very soft ground. But for most people, the 800 mil is the go-to, and the sort of 1 to 2.5 ton mini diggers. It's a really nice entry-level mulcher for all sizes of general machine. Moving up, you then need to be on at least a 2-tonner to run one of these T3s. It's got the same style of cutters, so you can see the same style of cutters on this. 900 mil wide this, instead of being 800 wide. Also comes as standard with a roller, which if you're sort of doing verges, you know, edges of fields, things like that, pathways, it's quite a handy tool to have. That is not standard. There is no roller on the T180 as standard. There's nothing on it, partly to keep the cost down, partly to keep the weight down. Again, same deal with the motor on these, that you don't need a drain to tank, but you do need to make sure that when you are running this, that the T is linked up to the breaker circuit on the side that's going straight back to tank, so you don't want to overpressurize the hydraulic motor. But those two are the go-tos for a variety of machines on the mini size, seem to be really the most popular.